But I'm here alone. It probably wasn't real smart to go in there with her all wound up like that. But I've got to feed her. So she turned and charged me, and I turned to run, and when I did, what's up, guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and it is a cold February morning. When I went to bed last night, it was like 58 degrees. Got up this morning, 28. It got cold overnight. But today I've got to go take that cattle trailer back to my cousin that we brought the heifer home in the other day. And then I'm gonna go to our local feed mill. I'm gonna reinvest a little bit of the YouTube income that you guys have provided, that my subscribers have allowed me to earn. And I'm gonna reinvest some of that money into our farm, because there's just some things on a farm that you wanna buy over time, one thing at a time, you know. So today, I'm gonna take up some of the money I've saved up and go buy something I've really been wanting for a long time that's really gonna help us out a lot here. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll bring you guys along on the process at the mill where we're gonna buy our feed and everything, bring you along on that. But anyways, I gotta go. That's something right there I've been saving up for and planning on buying for years. Now I can buy feed in bulk. It's a lot cheaper to buy feed in bulk. So let's go fill it up. So buying feed in the bulk is a really simple process, and I've done it for a long time, but I used to use those big super sacks. I've showed you guys how you come over here and buy deer corn like that in bulk. So it's an easy process, but having this big feed bin on wheels will allow me to have something that I can keep feed dry, keep critters out of. With those super sacks, the squirrels and the rats and everything get in the feed, and I really don't want mouse turds and rat turds and squirrels, you know, in my feed, and that's just going to make my animals sick. So I've been wanting one of these for a long time. They're hard to find used, so I just had to, you know, break down and bite the bullet and get one. So when you buy feed in bulk, it's a simple process. Like I said, at this is called Stillwater Milling Company, our local feed mill. You basically pull on the scales empty the first time. They get an empty weight, and then you go load, and you drive back up on the scales. They get a loaded weight, and then you just go pay for the difference, which today I've got to actually pay for the trailer, the feed buggy that I bought, plus my feed. So I think it'd be a good investment for our farm. It's something I've been wanting for a long time, and I'll show you guys the feed that I bought when we get home, because it's cold and windy, and it's 28 degrees, and there's a bunch of old farmers running around here that look at you funny when you're waving a camera around and talking to yourself in the feed mill parking lot. So we'll show you that when we get home. So there's my empty weight, 6580, loaded weight, 9180, which means a difference of 2,600 pounds. Man, it is still cold out here. I just got home from Stillwater Milling, got the feed wagon all loaded up. Before I put it in the barn though, I thought, well, I better go check on the goats and see how everything's doing. And we just barely missed. And I mean just barely. Come on, camera. just barely missed another goat giving birth. I think I probably missed it by about 5 minutes. She just had them. Let's go check them out. What's up, girl? Where the babies at? Hey, Mom. You getting them all cleaned up? Huh? You getting them clean? You know, I guess I should be thankful. It's like 28, 30 degrees outside. At least she had the babies here in the barn instead of out on the pasture. But she missed the hay. Like, there's hay all over the ground right there. She decided to have them right here in the dirt. But it is pretty cold out here. She's getting them dried off. I may bring a towel down here and help her get them dried off just so they don't get chilled. But they're already trying to stand up, just like the other three, which, let me show you where they're hiding out at. At least 2 of them. They love hiding out under these little dog houses. Look at there. There's the other one over there. So I have several of these dog houses. They're like clamshells, and I take them apart, flip them over, as you can see there, and there, and there, and I put hay, fresh hay or straw, something fresh bedding under them every few days. And those baby goats love to get under there. It keeps them protected. Don't have to worry about anybody stepping on them. And with that being so low to the ground, it holds their body heat in there and they stay warm. See? Check out Skip. Skip's up on top of one. Keeps some babies from getting stepped on. Oh, Gemma, you're all right. You're all right. All right, so the goats are all good. Everyone's healthy and happy, and the kids are starting to get up and try to nurse. The 3 that were born the other day are doing great. They're all nursing on Mom. Everybody's nice and cozy in the barn in there. So back to what I was saying this morning about we're adding this bulk feed bin to our farm. It's something I've wanted for a long time. Just never really had the funds to say, well, I've had the funds, but the farm has never produced enough funds really to buy big things like this. And so it really wasn't a need, it's kind of a want. But guys, you, the subscribers, the people that are watching these videos, I gotta get out of the wind because it's cold. You guys are what allow me to be able to purchase things like this for our farm. You guys watching our videos makes such a difference. The income that we're producing from this channel, you know, I did a whole video about that the other day, but the income that we're producing is allowing us to grow our farm, make things easier for us, make life better for us. And you know, something like this bulk feeder, it's so much cheaper to buy feed in bulk than it is a bag. And I bought feed in bulk before in those super sacks, and like I said earlier, the squirrels and the rats, and it just brings in all kinds of problems, and I don't want that. This is cleaner, healthier for the animals, much easier for me. That thing holds 1.5 tons, so we got, you know, about 2,000 pounds of feed in there right now. That'll last us a long time. We're gonna put this heifer on full feed, try to fatten her up, put as much muscle on her as quick as we can, and then we're gonna process her and put her in the freezer. And you guys are helping us do this stuff, and I just thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I know I say that a lot, but I mean it. I really, truly appreciate you guys watching the videos, sharing the videos, and helping us build the channel, which in turn helps us build our farm and our family and all that. So let me show you how this works real quick. Some of you may not be familiar with a feeder like this. So you fill it from the top. Obviously you saw that in the video. The top slides back, and then on the back here, this little, I'm not going to open it right now, but basically you just pull this handle up, put a bucket underneath, fill up your buckets, and feed out of a 5-gallon bucket. Now, I know a lot of people always ask what kind of feed we buy, and you can't buy this in bag necessarily. This is a bulk product only, but I'll show you what it looks like. It's a blended product, and I've got a little paperwork on it. Let me set this camera down. So I'll take a product, or I'll take a picture of this and put it up on the screen so you guys can see. So this is a D&H Bull product, D&H Bull byproduct blend. So D&H Cattle Company, D&H Bulls are one of the most famous, well-known bucking bull companies in the United States. They've won the PBR multiple times, Bull of the Year, NFR, any rodeo circuit that's big and has bucking bulls, they're raised right down the road from my house at D&H Cattle. And they have their own blend that our local feed mill, Stillwater Milling Company, sells. And yes, it's a bucking bull blend, but I'm gonna be feeding it to this heifer and my goats. Dutch feeds a similar product. Keeping it Dutch, he feeds his sheep and Jesse a similar product. It may be just a little bit different blend, but he also has a Stillwater Milling Company. They're close, and he buys it. You guys may have seen he puts it in those 55-gallon barrels in the back of his truck. This way it'll be a lot easier, I think. But so it's a 17.5% crude protein. So it's got a lot of protein, 4% fat, 20% fiber. And like I said, I'll put this up on the screen and show you what all is in this. So you can buy different blends, but this blend is made to produce some of the best bucking bulls in the world. I think it's okay for my goats and this little feeder heifer that we're feeding out. So it's a byproduct blend. So it's got chopped corn, processed grain byproduct, roughage products, plant protein products. I'll leave the list and let you guys look it over. But like I said, it's just a blended feed that I can buy in bulk and feed my animals much cheaper than buying stuff by the bag. Well, that's easy enough, and the goats love it. They don't mind that feed one bit. They are going to town. Even new mom here. So let's go check on the heifer. Let's see if she's calmed down a little bit. She doesn't seem near as wild this morning, but I haven't gone in the pen with her today, so let's go feed her. Come out, duck. You're still gonna be wild and crazy today? Gemma, no. Clearly she hasn't decided it's time for her and I to be friends yet. Look at her. She, not a happy girl. I fed her yesterday, but then it rained and got all the feed wet, so had to go in there and dump the bucket out. Didn't bring you guys along for that, and I'm glad I didn't, because I got in there and she turned to run at me, which she's not trying to hit me, she's just trying to scare me off. But I'm here alone. It probably wasn't real smart to go in there with her all wound up like that, but I've got to feed her. So she turned and charged me, and I turned to run, and when I did, slipped in the mud, fell, rolled in the mud. We're gonna call it mud because she's only been in there for a day. Bear, no, hush. She's only been in there for a day, but clearly she doesn't want to be friends yet. That's okay. If she decides she doesn't want to be friends, we'll butcher a 700-pound heifer. I'm not afraid, but hopefully she'll calm down. I'm gonna keep her in here in this corral system, which she's right next to the goats. See, the goats are here chilling. So she's not completely alone, but this calf has never been away from other cows. So I do have a way that I can feed her. So what I'm gonna do is use these protein tubs, these empty tubs. Let me give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So I can go in my corral system and dump the feed in one of those tubs and then just slide it under the fence. And we may have to do this for a day or two until she gets calmed down, hopefully. Come on, it's all right, come on. Come here, come on. Come on. Come on, you hungry? Come on. Come on. There you go. Gemma, no. Well guys, that's all I've got for today. Thanks for coming along with me. I hope you learned a little bit. I know not everyone buys feed in bulk for their animals like that, so I thought that might be something interesting to some people. And I just want to say thank you again and again and again, because I do appreciate you guys watching and subscribing and all the comments and everything you do to help our channel out. Like I said, I wouldn't have bought that bulk feed wagon if it wasn't for you guys, and it wasn't for the income that we're able to generate on our farm through YouTube. It's just so awesome. I love it. Thank you so much. So guys, that's all I've got for today. Whew, I'm kind of tired. About got ran over by the calf, but we got her fed, got the goats fed. Everybody's happy now. Well, calf may not be happy, but she'll get there. She'll buddy up to me. We will be friends for a little while before we take her and put her in the freezer, hopefully. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day. And as always, we'll see you on the next video.